in a way, I'm taking the idea from this painting, which is quite an old one, and I'm just simply doing a sketch on the same theme, which is basically a ship of some description hovering over a planet with towers in it and various things, which I sort of make up as I go along. So it's hard sometimes to say exactly what it is because I don't necessarily know myself. There we go. And I think, in fact, this one's obviously going along, so it's got quite a nice little bit of vapour coming out of it. Maybe it's slowing down or something. So we could just give it a little rocket here, just to show that it's slowing down and probably going to land. So then we can put some mountains in behind, just to give it a setting. And as I say, a bit like the theme. So of course I like that volcano, so maybe we ought to try and get a volcano in. And here is some idea of a civilization. So there's probably going to be some towers. Here we are, here's some towers, a bit sort of on the ground. So obviously it's something to do with the spaceship. Logic says this is probably people coming, change of crew, delivering something, any of the usual traffic you would expect, really. And then let's give, if I give it an aerial like this, you can see where it gives a sense of distance. Then this can go back up. This is the mountain range, like this. So here is this tower here, in quite a rough sort of landscape, like this. And that's the middle bit there, with some rocks and things. So it's like a series of ridges, like that, and that's these ridges here, like this, there. And then we will put some people in down here, absolutely tiny. I'm not sure what they're doing, but they're obviously coming back from somewhere. They're coming down, theoretically back to town. Maybe the ship, these are probably miners, and they're coming down, and the ship will come in to pick them up. So then we can have a bit of fun here. This is like something to do with the mine that they've been in. So this would be like a heading tower or something like that. And they have probably come out of something like that. So there'll be a track or something. So we can put a couple more people here just to give a sense of continuity. And this is the heading building, like that, and the land goes down, and then I'm not sure what it does, so maybe this would be what they call an adit. This is whatever the mineral is that they're digging is brought up on, like this. And then that's the rest of the thing there. And then we can have some fun and put in some strange gantries. You know, it's stuff, maybe they pick stuff up with a crane or something. All the usual bits that you would get associated with a mine or industrial activity, like this. And this is probably a control tower. There we are, so that's that mine. And here is another building ready for it here, like this. And this is another building there, like that. And then I'll just move it along a bit. And again, this building has strange things on the top, which of course industrial buildings would have, like this. And another bit up there like that, all a bit shabby and run down. And that goes up to there, just to say I drew it. And then this is a bit more of the landscape here, like this. Then the mountains can come up and then go down again, like that. So this is the mountain range. That's just to show you that it's in some sort of a valley or something, like that. We'll just put a funny little bit of something in here, like all the sort of stuff you'd get scattered over the landscape, like that. So that's all that. Then here is a bit more land with, I suppose, some sort of a tower in it, like this again. But again, they've obviously got some sort of radio communication or something, so that's why you get these towers. And then I suppose we could put another ship in, because maybe there's a group of them coming in once a month, or it probably depends on the orbit of the planet, a bit high tide and low tide. This shows, and this is a very big ship, it's sort of a carrying ship. So look, it's got great big compartments really, like this, ready for all the minerals. So it's quite an ugly ship, it's just like a big container. There, and that's in, and that's just hovering there waiting, you know, because maybe there's no gravity, so that's why these ships can sort of just hang around. And there's a small one there in the distance, and then we'll come along to here. And here is all this, and here is the mountain range coming down, and it's beginning to become a bit more desert along here. So that's quite nice. You can sort of do it. Here is rocks. And these are a bit more outcrops and things like that. Some rocky outcrops. And then that's just off into the desert like that. And then really, perhaps there are more figures. They're all coming back. So again, could be some people there. And for some reason, some people up here. Maybe there's a spotting device or something. Some sort of device up there. Again with the aerials and things. So that can go like that. And I think, and then in the very, very distance, a small ship just waiting like that. Or maybe it's loaded, so then it's got its plume of smoke as it heads off with the load. There,